3, 2, 1, start.
Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome you all to this special webinar on the CSET and the new training regulation, new training structure introduced by the institute through the amended CS regulation 2020, which was notified in the Government of Gazette of India on 3rd February 2020. So, the institute is receiving so many queries from the students with respect to the CSET as well as the new training structure, and for that the institute has decided to conduct this webinar so that we can connect our students directly. We can take up the queries from the student, and on the spot we can answer all these queries. And in this webinar today we have with us CS Ashok Kumar Dikshit, the office sitting secretary of the institute, and who will be briefing about the new regulation which has been introduced and notified recently. And we have also with us A.K. Srivastava, who is the director of student services. He will take up the session on the CSET and he will take up all the queries relating to the CSET. So, now without wasting time, I would like to invite the office sitting secretary CS Ashok Kumar Dikshit to brief about the amended regulations and what are the major changes which has been made recently. So, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jaina. Welcome students. The regulations have been amended. These regulations are applicable with effect from 3rd of February 2020. The salient features of the regulation is introduction of CSEET, Company Secretary Executive Entrance Examination. This is applicable for the students who are registering themselves after 3rd of February 2020. The existing foundation students have to continue under their existing registration under foundation course. However, they have a liberty to switch over to CSET. They can opt for CSET, number 1. Number 2, there is a reduction in number of months between the examination for registering for the examination and appearing in the examination. Earlier it was 9 months, it is reduced to 6 months, and for one group it was 6 months, it is reduced to 4 months. The another change in the company secretary regulation is the training of 24 months after executive program. So, the students have to undergo this training after completion of the executive program. There is a provision for pre-examination test for the students in order to ensure that they have geared up for appearing in the main examination. This test is launched for the students. There is another program for the members. It is not applicable to you right now, but once you become the member, you have to undergo the courses. There is orientation program for the members who intend to go for practice. So, they have to appear for that orientation program. This is also made in order to make them capable and understand the nitty-gritties of the practice. There is another program made in the regulations for the members to undergo refresher courses. So, there are many reforms undertaken in the company secretary regulations 1982, which has been amended and has been made public through Gazette notification of India for the use and understanding of the students. This has been done for the betterment of the students, the quality of the members, which will definitely improve after these reforms which have been incorporated in the regulations. The purpose of the regulation was to enable a student to prospective student for CS course to appear immediately for the CSET course. This course is this CSET examination can be undertaken by a 12th pass student and anyone, there is exemption for two categories. One is a student or a candidate who has passed the final examination of the chartered accountancy course, and a student who is also who is a caste accountant or passed the final examination of caste accountancy. So, therefore, this the moment you pass the CSET and this examination CSEET will be conducted 4 times in a year. The registration is open. It is my urge to the students who have enrolled, who are already in the foundation examination, and others who are listening to this webinar to propagate amongst the students community and the other people who intend to undergo this course and undertake this course, to tell that what is the benefit of earlier in the foundation you get the registration and then you appear in a theoretical descriptive type of pattern of examination. In the CSET there is a clear cut objective type questions. You have to understand the basic matter while entering into the CS course. So, therefore, these company secretary amendment regulations 2020 are very progressive in nature and have been framed in order to give boost, importance and emphasis to the quality for the members. And the you students, it is my urge that definitely you have chosen one of the best course available in the country, and the course curriculum and the further trainings and further other orientation programs and refresher courses which you will undertake during your journey of studentship, and thereafter entering into the membership of the institute, and thereafter once you are a member, then also you have to undergo timely these kind of courses which will enhance your capacity, your capability and understanding about the subject, and you will become one of the top notch professional in the country. So, my colleagues will give a detailed analysis of the regulations and various questions which will be you will be raising via email or SMS and your queries, which we in the institute will be solving as and when you raise. All the best, all the very best you students, all the very best for your future, and all the very best for the your future endeavors. And I congratulate the parents that they have asked their siblings and their the son and daughter to opt this prestigious course of the country. So, thank you very much once again. Now, I will I think it is open to Dr. S.K. Jaina. Thank you very much, students.
Thank you very much, sir, for highlighting the major changes in the regulation and the objective behind making such changes in our regulation with a view to promote the overall quality in the professionals and also in the profession of the company secretaryship course. And now the earlier we had a structure of foundation course, then after foundation student used to registered in the executive program, then after passing their executive program they were in the professional program. But now in the new regulation, so students will make entry to the profession through a entrance test, and this concept of entrance test is not new. For any professional course in the country like engineering, medical or even the law, there is a entrance test. So, similarly the institute has introduced an entrance course for our students in the name of CSEET, and this CSEET for the first time we are going to have it in the month of May. And for details modalities of this CS entrance test as well as the guidelines and what are the rules and applicable for that. So, for that we have today with us Mr. Srivastava ji, who is the Director of Student Service and taking up this CS entrance test, and I will request now Sri Asin Kumar Srivastava ji to take up the CS entrance test. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Jaina. Students, this is very good opportunity for you because when you are taking admission to company secretaryship course, one of the prestigious course of this country, earlier there were 3 stages and you have to pass 3 stages. Now direct admission to executive program. Now when you are taking admission to executive program, all are equal, whether a person who is appearing in class 12, whether a person who has passed class 12 examination, whether you are from science stream, whether you are from arts stream, you are from commerce stream, whether a person is graduate in any stream, postgraduate in any stream, everybody has to appear and pass the CSEET, Company Secretary Executive Entrance Test. So at par, all are going to compete and the best will be getting the admissions in this executive program. Now for appearing in the test, you have to hone your skill on major areas, on business communication, legal aptitude and logical reasoning, economic and business environment, current affairs and presentation, communication skill, and there will be some portion of viva voice. There will be only one paper of 2 hours duration, and there will be 4 parts: 50 marks on business communication, 50 marks on legal aptitude and legal reasoning, 50 marks on economic and business environment, and 50 marks on current affairs, presentation and communication skill. If you divide further, total duration of the test will be 135 minutes, 120 for MCQ and 15 minutes for viva voice. All tests will be completed in a single day. First test we are planning to conduct in May. For that, registration is already on. You can come to our website. There is a link, CSEET enrollment. In that link you can click, and by submitting your basic information of name, mobile number, address, email ID, by uploading your basic documents, photo, signature, and online payment of 1000 rupees only. It means for appearing in CSEET, you have to pay only 1000 rupees as a test fees, and the moment you will be submitting it, you are enrolled for this CSEET. We are planning to have this first test on 2nd Saturday of the May 2020. Accordingly, you can plan. We are planning to conduct this test across the country on major cities 4 times in a year: May, July, November and January. So there will be 4 attempts. Initially, when students were coming through foundation route, first qualify foundation program, then go to executive program, then you are having 2 opportunity in a year to pass the examination and get promoted to the next stage. We were conducting the examination of foundation twice in a year, every June and every December. Now you are having 4 opportunity. A student is getting more opportunity, they can prepare, they can appear in the examination, and once they are passed, they are getting very first opportunity to move to executive level. So by investing lesser number of time, by devoting lesser period, you can become a company secretary if you put your best efforts. There is a concession also. Some category like SC, ST, you will be getting 50% concession for entrance test fee. Physically handicapped students with proper medical certificate, they are getting 50% concession. If any applicant is serving defense personnel or retired defense personnel, he is also getting 50% concession. Students who belong to northeastern states, Andaman and Nicobars, Lakshadweep and Himachal Pradesh, students who belong to all these regions, they are getting 50% concession. Students who are from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, they are getting 100% concession. So, without any paying the fees, the students from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh can appear in this CSEET. Similarly, the wards and widows of martyrs of defence services person or a defence services person who is having permanent disability, he is also getting 100% concession in CSET fees. So, with this information, what I will request you all that as early as possible register yourself on our portal, come to our website, it is www.icsi.edu, come to our this website and register yourself, so that you are ready, you are equipped and you get sufficient time to prepare for first attempt, which is going to be held in May. Two categories of students, one, as our secretary sir was telling you, a qualified chartered accountant who has passed final examination of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and students who have passed final examination of Institute of Cost Accountants of India. They are not required to appear in CSEET, they will be directly admitted in executive stage. With this, I will hand over it to Dr. Jaina.
Thank you, Srivastavji, for highlighting the modalities of the CS entrance executive entrance test, which is for the first time institute is going to conduct in the month of May, and I hope it will be very convenient for our students. You know, earlier in the foundation program, they used to wait 9 months to clear their exam and to come to the level of the executive program, but now it is a matter of 1 day only, and you just registered and you appear 1 day entrance test. If you are qualifying the entrance test, then next you are at the executive level. So, I hope it is more convenient to our students, and you know, initially we have already prescribed the syllabus of the CS executive entrance test, and also we are coming out with the study material, and for this how to prepare for the CS executive entrance test and how to you know appear it, and what are the types of questions and what are the coverage of the syllabus and how to get the study materials, everything will be taken up in a another webinar which will be conducted soon, and our director academic, joint secretary academic will be taking up that sessions with the students. I will request all the students to attend that webinar in order to understand, particularly those who have already enrolled in the CS entrance executive entrance test. For them it will be very useful. So, in that second webinar we will take up all the modalities, integrities about the you know pattern of questions, syllabus and everything. But today you know now let us come to the training part. Dear students, you know, in any professional exam, practical training is a important components, because you know whatever the knowledge you are getting today through the study material or through the textbooks, it may not be useful when you will become the real professional after 10 years or 5 years, because you know it is a dynamic subject, because laws are the frequently changing, and whatever today you are studying different components of the law, after 5 years or 10 years it may not be useful. But the most important thing is that the practical skills what you are developing through our training, that will be more useful and to help you to become a successful professional in your future. For that, you know, we are emphasizing more on the practical training for our students and how they will become a you know a competent professionals or a high caliber professionals in future. For that, institute is going to introduce a robust you know training structure for all. Earlier we used to have you know different training structure. For example, prior to 1st April 2014 till 31st March 2014, there was a training structure of you know 15 months, and after that from 1st April 2014 onwards, it was again revised, and it was the training was decided on the basis of your eligibility in the examination. It was linked with that. If you are making registration in the executive program, Then for you, if you want to undergo practical training, the duration was 36 months. And after passing the executive program, if you want to start the practical training, then duration was 24 months. And similarly, there was also an option for the students to start the practical training, after professional exam, and the duration was 12 months. But now, actually, earlier there are a lot of confusions in the minds of the students, and we used to get the queries that which training structure will be applicable to me, whether I will go for 24 months training, or whether I will go for 36 months training, or whether I will go for 24 months training. There are different training structures. Now, the institute has decided that there will be a uniform training structure of 24 months for all the executive pass students, and there won't be any variations. But at the same time, we are getting so many queries from the students that whether the new training structure will be applicable to the existing students or not. I will come to the question part and I will take up your questions directly, but prior to that, let us discuss what is the new training structure and what are the different components of this 24 months new training structure which has been introduced by the institute recently. I would like to take you to the PPT. So, you see, now in this new regulation, we are introducing a uniform training structure of 24 months, including Executive Development Program EDP and Corporate Leadership Development Program CLDP, which has to be completed by all the students. And your training will now start, after completing your executive program, and you will undergo 1 month EDP. Out of 1 month, 15 days we are conducting in a direct mode in a classroom, that will be conducted in different regions and chapters, and after completing this 15 days your direct mode EDP, now the students will be eligible to register themselves with the companies and PCS to start their practical training. But at the same time, they need to start their 15 days online EDP or EEDP simultaneously. Dear students, it is not like that you have started your practical training and EEDP you will complete as and when. It is not like that. There is also a restriction. Within 3 months of starting the EEDP, you need to complete the online EDP program, because what are the subjects or the components we have taken in the EDP on direct mode as well as on EEDP mode. These components will be very much useful for you to implement in your practical training. When as a new student you are joining a company as a trainee or with a PCS firm as a trainee, you need to understand what you are going to do there and what are the skills required for you to exercise in your practical training. Now, for example, that you need to understand how to behave in a company, how to have that interpersonal relations in that company, and how to communicate. So, these are the basic skills that you need to understand while you are going to the company for starting your long term practical training. And within this 1 month, either through direct mode as well as in the online mode, will give you orientation about all kind of skills, aptitudes which are required for a trainee to undergo practical training or apprenticeship training or management training as you are talking about in the companies and PCS. And after EDP, then you have to start 21 months practical training in the company, having a whole time company secretary. Earlier that provision was not there. Now in the new regulation, you have to undergo the practical training under a company having a whole time company secretary. This is a change. Then at the same time, you can also undergo your 21 months practical training with the PCS or the PCS firm. Then any other body, corporates or institute or any organization, age will be decided by the council to allow you to undergo this practical training. Now, after completing this 21 months practical training and at the same time completing your professional exam, you will be eligible for a corporate leadership development program which will be conducted in a residential mode, and the duration will be not less than 30 days, not more than 60 days. And the purpose and the objective of this corporate leadership development program, as we used to call it earlier MSOP or SMTP in the earlier structure. Now, in the under new regulation, under new training structure, it will be treated as corporate leadership development program or CLDP, which will be residential. The objective of that program is to give you orientation and to make you ready for the industries and to make you ready for the corporate, so that within 1 month or 2 months we will try to give you all kind of skills which are required for a company secretary to deliver immediately in the corporate or the industries. So, this is about the new training structure, and now I am coming to you about the applicability of this new training structure, to whom it is applicable and who are excluded for that, and how to start about it. Number 1, the student who is already undergoing their practical training in the existing regulation, for them they can continue and complete their practical training according to the provision of the earlier regulation. For them it is not applicable, but at the same time, if any student want to switch over or to shift to the new training structure, it is also allowed. So, we are getting so many queries from the students that I have already started my training program, whether now I want to go for the new training structure or I want to complete. Let me clarify here that for existing student, they can continue their training program in the earlier regulations, and for them it is not necessary immediately to switch over, but if they wish they can do so. Coming to the second category of students, that those who had commenced their training program earlier, but after doing few months of training program they have stopped it, and now they are doing either job or they are appearing some exam and they discontinued. For them we are giving a sunset clause of 6 months. Within 6 months you have to start your practical training, otherwise after 6 months, that means the regulation was notified on the 3rd February 2020, and 6 months we are completing by 3rd August. By 3rd August you have to restart your training program if you have discontinued, and if you have if you are you fail to renew your training program or to continue your training program, then automatically you will be switch over to the new training program. This is for the second category of students. Now, coming to the third category of students, some students they have already completed their executive program long back. At the same time, some students also final pass and professional program also they can complete it, but they have not come to the training structure. They have not yet started their practical training. For them also we are giving a window or a sunset clause of 6 months. By 3rd August 2020, you need to start your practical training immediately and register yourself with any PCS or company and get the sponsorship letter from the institute. Start your practical training. Otherwise, after 3rd August, the earlier training structure will be stopped and it will be discontinued, and automatically there will be a single training structure, that is new training structure, which will be applicable to all. So, now any students who fail to register themselves or complete themselves under the earlier training structure by 3rd August, then for them automatically the new training structure will be applicable. As I told you, once you have already entered to the training structure and you are in the mid, then for you, then you have to complete this training in the earlier structure. For them it is not mandatory, but there is an option. So, this is about the applicability of the new training. Now, what are the major changes or the small changes that we are going to do in the training structure? Number 1, at the time of the corporate leadership development program CLDP, you need to appear for a viva, and that was not there earlier. In MSOP also there was a project presentation, but there was no viva. Dear students, in any practical oriented subject, any professional subject, there is a viva. So, institute is going to introduce a viva in the corporate leadership development program based on the project you prepared during your practical training. For example, in 21 months practical training, you are working on a pharmaceutical industry and you have done your research on the pharmaceutical industry and you have prepared a beautiful project and submitted to the institute. Now, there will be a viva. The experts in the corporate leadership development program will put some questions, will take your viva, in the CLDP, and you need to qualify that Viva through 5-point grading systems. It is mandatory. So, that is the new system that we are introducing in our training. The purpose is to improve the quality, overall quality of our students, those who are getting their membership. Then earlier in the company it was not mandatory that a whole time you have to undergo a training under a whole time company secretary. Even we have seen many of our students, they are still continuing their training in the company, but there is no company secretary in that company. So, now we are discouraging that, we are not encouraging such type of training, because our student cannot learn the desired things which you are expected from a company if there is not a company secretary. So, that is also a change. Now, if you want to go for a company for undergoing the practical training, then there has to be a whole time company secretary. Then now one more new concept that institute has introduced, that is about train the trainer. Dear students, before we assigning you to a trainer, institute also organizing going to organize TOT program for our trainers also. The trainers will understand the what is the do's and don'ts of the training, providing the practical training, and what kind of skill set is required for our trainees, and they will work as a mentor or they will work as a guide to our students during the practical training. For that, then our trainer also required some kind of orientation, some kind of training. For them, we are initially organizing 1 day mandatory train the training program, and we have already organized last year in the headquarter, and this year we are going to start in the CCGRT Center of Excellence in our regional offices, so that our new trainers, those who are entering to the profession, or those who are registering with the institute for imparting practical training, they should undergo a orientation program. That is a new component that institute has introduced, and there are so many changes which we are also making through the guideline, but at this point of time I think it is all about the new training structure. Now, I think it is the time to take up various questions from our students, and that will be more interactive and it will give you more clarity about today's webinar. So, now I will request to take up the questions one by one, which we are receiving through this chat box. So, Srivastav ji, you can take up the questions on the CSET.
Students, one student wanted to know, I have registered under Executive 2012 syllabus, do I need to attempt CSEET? Let me clarify you one thing. 3rd February 2020 is cut-off date, from when the new amended regulations are effective. Please be clear on that. All students who are already registered in CS course, in foundation or executive or professional before 3rd February 2020, they are not required to appear in CSEET, because you are already registered, already admitted. CSEET is a route, is an entrance examination for the new admission in executive program. So, if you are already admitted registered student of executive program, you are not required to appear in CSEET. Second question comes, one student is asking, can I transfer my enrollment from foundation to CSEET? Means the student who are already student of foundation program, now CSEET has come. You have got two options. One, your registration of foundation program is valid till 3 years from your date of registration. So, either you continue your study and carry on as a student of foundation program till your expiry of your registration of foundation program, or if you want to don't want to wait up to that time, you don't want to pursue that, you have another option, you can apply through CSET. If you will qualify CSET, directly you will be admitted to executive program. So, no need to continue the foundation program. So, you have got the option to continue as a foundation program student. We have simply stopped the new admission in foundation program, but existing students of foundation program, they have the right and they have the option to continue till their expiry of the registration. So, you have that option also. One student is asking, what about CS foundation existing students who are going to write in June, even they have to write CS EET after passing a CS foundation for June attempt? I have just now replied you that existing students are not required to appear in CS EET. They have the option to continue. If you are existing student of executive program, you continue your study as executive program. If you are existing student of foundation program, then you have the option either appear in CS EET, pass it and directly get enrolled in executive, or you continue your study as a foundation program student. I have another question. One student is asking, can a student who clears CMA foundation in June 2020 enroll for CS executive directly in July or August 2020? No. For admission in CS executive program, now the only one route is available, that is CS EET. You have to qualify this. This is an entrance examination to admission to executive, and then only you can get admitted. So, even if you have qualified the CMA foundation, you are not eligible to get direct admission in CS executive program. You have to qualify the CS EET. Another question is, student is asking, how can we opt from foundation to CS EET? Again same question. There is no question of switching over. Existing foundation student, I once again repeat for your information, at the cost of repetition I am repeating again, because I am receiving lot of queries on this point only, whether I can switch over from foundation to CSET. There is no question of switch over. You have two options. If you wish, you can continue as a student of foundation program till your expiry of registration, or if you want to cut short the time, you want to directly go to executive, then you have to appear in CSET, you qualify it, and then you will be getting the opportunity to take admission direct in executive program. One student is asking, could you please tell what are the topics in the subject of the entrance will be covered? I repeat once again for your information, there will be only one paper of 2 hours duration. That paper will be having 4 parts, 50 marks questions on business communication, 50 marks questions on legal aptitude and logical reasoning, 50 marks questions on economic and business environment, and 50 marks questions on current affairs, presentation and communication skill. So, these are the 4 major parts will be your consisting of your CSET test. The question pattern will be, it will be a computer based examination, total MCQ pattern. So, you will be having 120 minutes to appear your MCQ questions, 122 MCQ questions, and after that you will be having 15 minutes for your viva voice. So, this will be the structure of your CSET. Another question I would like to take, again question is coming, whether a student who has appeared in February, March for class 12, can he appear for March 20 examinations? Because at one place it is says students appearing class 12 can also sit for CSET. Let me clarify you. When you go to our website, when you are going to register online for appearing in CSET, you will find if you have passed the class 12, you have to upload the pass mark sheet. If you have not passed the class 12, you are going to appear, in that case you have to upload the roll number or admit card of class 12 as a proof that you are going to appear in class 12 examination. So, either one you have to upload, and accordingly you have to appear. So, in that case, even if you are appearing, even if you are appearing in class 12 examination, you can appear in CSET, and if you have to qualify. But at the time of taking admission in executive program, you have to submit your class 12 pass mark sheet. As I told you, 4 times in a year you will be getting chance to appear in CSET and appear and take admission in executive program. So, students who will be taking admission up to 31st May, they will be eligible to appear both module of executive program in December same year. Students who are will taking admission in executive program from 1st June to 31st July, they will be allowed to appear in single module of executive program in December same year. Similarly, students who will be taking admission from 1st August to 30th November, they will be allowed to appear in both module of executive program in June next year. And students who are taking admission up to 31st January, they will be allowed to appear in June examination single module in same year. So, accordingly you can plan whether you want to appear in both module or single module, whether you are appearing in class 12 student or you have already passed the class 12. You can register yourself on our website and you can appear in the CSET questions. Now, for handling the questions of training related matter, I will request Dr. Jaina to proceed.
Thank you, Srivastav ji. Before I take up certain questions on training, I'll request Secretary sir to take up certain questions which are relating to the regulations and some related issues.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर जैना. कुछ बच्चों ने ये रिक्वेस्ट किया है कि हिंदी में बताया जाए रेगुलेशंस के बारे में, तो वो मैं ब्रॉडली बताऊंगा. कुछ 4-5 क्वेश्चन ऐसे हैं relating to that whether institute will be hosting the FAQs on the website or sharing with the students. Dear students, please go on the institute's website www.icsi.edu, wherein you will find a tab stating as FAQ. You click it, you will find all the related answers which you are raising here. In case you do not find the answer to your particular query, as usual you will be writing to me and we will be responding quickly. Number 2, some students have written that what will be the, after CSET, what will be the for the CSET, what will be the books. Dear students, in the website of ICSI, that is www.icsi.edu, if you click the tab CSEET, you will find this syllabus. It is not a very cumbersome thing, you can go in it and read it carefully. The course curriculum is given there, the syllabus which will be covered is given there, and you can go through the books. It is available with you and you can easily pass the examination provided you focus on the syllabus given in the website. One student writes that, sir, when the next webinar will be held to clarify many queries which are raised by the students. Dear students, you are precious to ICSI. We will be holding the webinar frequently. The next date of the webinar will be announced soon and you will come to know, and therefore wait for the time, we will hold the webinar very quickly. There are many questions whether the law is applicable retrospectively, prospectively or immediately. See, the law is made to facilitate the stakeholders at large, and you are one of the major stakeholder for this prestigious institute. The law has been made to facilitate you, it will not put you in a adverse position and law is not retrospectively. What my dear colleague Mr. A.K. Srivastava, Director Student Services, has told that, and Dr. Jaina also, that there is a timeline given in the regulations within which you have to opt either this or that, but definitely the law has to be brought in force, and therefore, it cannot be possible for the institute to perpetually allow a student to facilitate him. Enough time is given to the like foundation, the student who has enrolled in the foundation program, his registration will continue till the date of its validity. So, within that we will conduct the foundation examination, but after the expiry of foundation registration, if the student is not able or is not able to succeed in the examination, he has to definitely go for CSET thereafter, or if a student who has enrolled for the foundation and deems it fit or feel comfortable to appear in the CSET, he or she can very well appear in this examination. So, therefore, this law is prospective, it is not going to affect you, but there definitely there are timelines, but not retrospectively. Now, quickly within 2 minutes I will tell the salient features in Hindi for the students who have requested to tell about the regulations in Hindi. विद्यार्थियों, भारतीय कंपनी सचिव संस्थान ने CSEET कंपनी सेक्रेटरी एग्जीक्यूटिव एंट्रेंस टेस्ट 3 फरवरी से लागू किया है, जिसके तहत अब 12वीं पास बच्चों को या किसी भी क्लास में बच्चे हैं 12वीं के ऊपर के, ग्रेजुएट हैं, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट हैं या कोई भी क्वालिफिकेशन लिए हैं, उनको सबको कंपल्सरीली ये टेस्ट पास करना होगा अगर उनको कंपनी सचिव के कोर्स में इनरोल करना है। इसमें 2 कैटेगरी हैं, एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट का फाइनल पास विद्यार्थी या चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, अथवा कास्ट अकाउंटेंट या कास्ट अकाउंटेंसी का एग्जाम का फाइनल एग्जाम पास किया हुआ विद्यार्थी इस CSEET एग्जाम से उसको एग्जेम्पशन है, वो डायरेक्ट एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोग्राम कंपनी सचिव का एनरोल करा सकता है। इस रेगुलेशन में कई सारे कोर्सेज का विवरण दिया गया है। ये कोर्सेज आपकी क्षमता को बढ़ाने के लिए किया गया है। एक प्रोविजन इसमें ऐसा है कि जो विद्यार्थी एग्ज़ाम में बैठेगा उसको CSEET के अलावा जो वेरियस एग्ज़ाम्स होंगे, जैसे एग्जीक्यूटिव के उसके अलग 2 ग्रुप हैं उनके एग्ज़ाम देने होंगे, या प्रोफेशनल के 3 ग्रुप हैं उनके एग्ज़ाम, उसके पहले प्री एग्जामिनेशन टेस्ट होगा। ये प्री एग्जामिनेशन टेस्ट वैसा ही होता है जैसे प्री बोर्ड टेस्ट, ये आपकी एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन के लिए होता है, जिससे आप लोग गियर अप हो जाएं, आप तैयार रहें मेन एग्जाम में अपीयर होने के लिए। इसमें कुछ रिफ्रेशर कोर्स, जब आप एक कंपनी सचिव बन जाएंगे, जब इस संस्थान के सदस्य बन जाएंगे, तब आपको वो रिफ्रेशर कोर्स करने होंगे। अगर आप कंपनी सचिव बनने के बाद में आप प्रैक्टिस में जाना चाहते हैं, आप व्यवसाय करना चाहते हैं, तो आपको उसके लिए एक ओरिएंटेशन प्रोग्राम अटेंड करना पड़ेगा, जिससे आप इस संस्थान के जो व्यवसाय में जो कंपनी सचिव प्रैक्टिस को अडॉप्ट करते हैं, रोजगार में उसमें एम्प्लॉयमेंट में नहीं जाते हैं, उनके लिए ये प्रोग्राम होगा। और बहुत सारी रेगुलेशंस में जो प्रोविजंस दिए गए हैं। एक और सबसे अच्छी बात, हमारे इस भारतीय कंपनी सचिव संस्थान के कंपनी सेक्रेटरी अमेंडमेंट रेगुलेशन 2020 का सबसे बड़ा एक अच्छा लाभ विद्यार्थियों को ये मिलने वाला है कि जब हम इनरोलमेंट के बाद में आप जब सारे ग्रुप का किसी एग्जीक्यूटिव या फाइनल का जो टेस्ट देते थे उसमें 9 महीने का गैप होता था, अब उस गैप को 9 महीने का घटाकर 6 महीने का कर दिया गया है। और अगर आप कोई एक ग्रुप किसी एग्जीक्यूटिव या प्रोफेशनल का देते हैं तो डेट ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन से 6 महीने से घटाकर 4 महीने कर दिया गया है। और एक अच्छाई इस रेगुलेशन में यह की गई है कि CSEET साल में 4 बार होगा। आप इनरोलमेंट करा सकते हैं और जैसे ही आपका पहले क्वार्टर का एग्जामिनेशन आता है आप उसमें अपीयर हो जाओ, आप उसमें पास हो गए, तुरंत आपको एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोग्राम में दाखला मिल जाएगा। ये सारी हिदायतें बरती गई हैं और ये रेगुलेशन पिछली तारीख से नहीं है, 3 फरवरी से लागू हुआ है। लेकिन एक ऐसा समय है कि जो विद्यार्थी फाउंडेशन में हैं या ट्रेनिंग जो कर रहे हैं उनके सबके लिए एक डेट दी गई है, क्योंकि हम एक असीमित टाइम के लिए इस रेगुलेशन को ऐसे नहीं रख सकते। एक समय के बाद उसको हमें उन विद्यार्थियों के लिए भी लागू करना पड़ेगा। अतः ये रेगुलेशन सारे स्टेक होल्डर के लिए, जितने भी सदस्य हैं, भारतीय कंपनी सचिव संस्थान के कंपनी सेक्रेटरी हैं और जो विद्यार्थी हैं, उनके लिए बहुत ही लाभकारी ये बना है और आपके उज्जवल भविष्य की ओर ले जाएगा। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, sir, for taking up certain queries of the students and also highlighting about the regulation in Hindi, which are also demanded by our students. Dear friends, coming to now the queries raised by certain students with respect to the revised or the new training structure. I was just going through all the queries and most of the queries are similar in nature, and I hope if we just categorize the queries of the students, then number one, the questions or the raised by the students is about that we are appearing in the June 2020 examination, professional group, and can we get the relaxation, to have our earlier 12 months training? And most of the students have raised this issue, and I would like to take up this matter. Dear students, we have already given you 6 months time for starting your training program, and since you have already, some students already qualified one group of the professional exam and one more group you are appearing in the June 2020, that means you are already executive qualified. Now you are eligible to go for practical training. You can start your practical training today itself, or you are given 6 months time to start your practical training. The duration will be 24 months. I of course accept it, but there is a provision that you can start. But since the regulation was notified on 3rd February and our result will publish on 25th August for the June exam, and the students, those who will qualify, in a futuristic way, we cannot predict it and we cannot decide in that manner. That means if we give relaxation to those group of students in June, then the December students will also say, sir, give us up to at least December. That means that is a never ending process. So that is why the institute has decided that there will be 6 months sunset clause and 6 month relaxation will be given. The students, those who have not started, let them come to the training structure within the 6 months, and those who are already in the training structure, let them continue as it is. So I will request the students, so far those who are out of their training purview and you are eligible to undergo in the existing structure, please join and start your training immediately within next few months, and after 6 months in no way we are going to give relaxation to any students, and it is clear cut that after 6 months there will be a single training structure of 24 months after executive program, which will be applicable to all. So most of the students, they have raised these issues that give us some relaxation. So as per the regulation, there is no power to give any relaxation for such students. So it is my earnest request to all our students, those who have not started, please enroll yourself in the training. Number 1. Number 2, some students you have raised that can we appear the professional exam without completing certain period of training. Dear students, earlier when the draft regulation was issued, that time there was a clause, there was a restriction that a minimum certain period of training to be completed to be eligible for appearing the professional exam. But in the final regulation which was notified, we discontinued that. Now there is no restriction for appearing the final exam, but at the same time you try to understand there will be a uniform training of 24 months. Even if you are starting after professional program, then also you have to go for 24 months. If you are starting after executive program also, you need to complete it 24 months. So it is beneficial for the students without wasting their valuable time to immediately come to the training structure and to start their training after the executive program. Once the result is published, in 25th August up to 2020, immediately you go for the EDP program, and after completing the executive development program, then immediately you start your practical training. Otherwise, what will happen if you keep on waiting, then there will be unnecessary delay to get your membership. So the purpose is to bring the students to the training structure, so that they will get some practical exposure and practical knowledge which will help them to appear in the professional exam. One student, Chitrakshi, she has asked, what will happen about the earlier 15 months training structure? I think I have already covered it. So this 15-month option is available only for next 6 months. After 6 months, there is no 15 months, no 12 months, no 36 months. Only there will be one uniform training structure, that is 24 months, including your EDP and CLDP. Yes, one more question which is slightly different. It is relating to your one-day orientation program. Somebody is asking, if some student has not completed this orientation program, can he appear June 2020 exam? Let me student clarify that completing this orientation program is mandatory for all students. Without orientation program, you cannot appear the June 2020 exam. So I will request all the students, still we have time, still we have almost more than 1.5 months time. Those who have not undergone the orientation program, you immediately contact your nearby chapters, nearby regions, and complete your orientation program. Then you will be eligible to appear the exam in June. So it is not possible. So you need to complete your orientation program to be eligible for the for appearing the exam. Yes, one more question which is slightly different. Sir, how to apply for EDP and how to get information about the EDP? Dear student, let me tell you that we will have a separate discussion about the training automation that we have recently introduced. Now the entire training will be governed through a e-governance mechanism, and it will be an online process. And earlier you used to send your documents, send your queries, send your correspondence to the institute through email. And thousands of email we used to receive, and it was difficult to reply you within very short period of time. So now we are coming to a online platform where every correspondence with our trainees, trainer and the institute will be a online platform. So through that e-governance and online platform, you will get all kind of information in within a very short span of time. For example, what kind of training will be due for you, that will be seen in your login ID and user ID and password. You can see your training page, that suppose you have completed orientation, it will be status will be shown that yes, it is completed. So what will come next? Suppose now you are executive pass, and there will be a it will be seen that now you are due for EDP. So complete your EDP. Then after EDP, then there will be a process that 21 months practical training. So all the flows, all the process will be seen to you. So you no need of putting some queries, making some telephone call to the students. Everything will be seen automatically online in your training page, and accordingly you can proceed. And all the training application will be made online subsequently. Any chapter, any region you want to apply for undergoing any kind of training, you need to apply online. You will get the response online, your seat will be booked online, and you will get your completion certificate also automatically generated online. And there will be a online feedback analysis also. And students, there will be options where you can give that online, you can give your feedback online. So we are just switching over or moving towards the online platform, which will be very convenient for our students, for our chapters, for our regions, and to monitor and exercise the entire practical training matters. So, thank you students, and thank you very much for watching for this CSET and new training structure today, and we will continue to interact with you, and in next webinar I will take up the matter how to appear the CSET entrance exam, and what will be the modalities, what will be the syllabus, and how to get the study material, and what will be the question pattern, what is the marking scheme. All these things will be taken up in our next webinar. So, thank you all. Thank you for watching.
Thank you students. We meet soon on the next webinar. Thank you very much.